here with Sammy Myers. He just finished a wonderful set with Anson Funderburg and the Rockets. He's the lead singer, and boy, what a voice. Can you tell us how you got started in the business and what are you up to right now?
Well, what happened, I've started when I was attending school. It was somewhat like I've been really, I guess you would say, musically inspired ever since I was about 9 years old. And I've always wanted to sing, but I started out listening to, the big band sounds like Count Basie, Duke Ellington, Jimmy Luncford, and many others. And even though being featured with Anson and the Rockets, I blow the harmonica, but I started out a long time ago with as a trumpet player, trombonist, and a drummer.
Oh, really?
Yes. And down through the years, I have, played those instruments up until just a few years ago when I started with the harmonica, featured with Anson. And so I always will have appreciation, for wind instruments.
You have a lot of wind, and it really sounded wonderful on that harmonica. And I closed my eyes, and it almost sounded like the old Jimmy Rogers band. That kind of Chicago sound.
Yeah.
Although you went,
Buddy and Waltz and all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah, I did. I knew them because how all of us happened to meet. I also attended school in Chicago where I lived for about 15 years. And I got a chance to see a lot of them, even when they weren't performing in clubs. There used to be a great big music scene there on Maxwell Street.
Yeah.
And that's where you would be able to see a lot of the guys when they would play on the street during the daytime, and if they didn't have a recording session at night, that's when they would do nightclub performances. And so that's how I happened to get a chance to meet a lot of them, and become friends with quite a few of them. See.
So did you do any recording with them as a sideman?
No, I just knew of them. I did one with Jimmy Rogers, but other than that, just say internationally recording with a whole slew of them. I did not. But I did do and was with Elmore James for about 11 years. I was playing the drums then.
Oh, yeah?
And it was one song in particular that he did. Many people have recorded it, entitled "Look on Yonder's Wall."
Oh, yeah.
I was blowing harmonica on that particular cut.
By Elmore James.
But I was with him on a lot of his recordings as a drummer, playing drums on a lot of his sessions.
You're a real versatile person.
Oh, well, it's just to try to, keep moving, Yeah.
You have a beautiful, rich voice, really do. What were your early influences as far as singing is concerned?
I listened to a lot of music. But Big Joe Williams that worked with Count Basie and Brooke Benton and Lou Rawls, they were my favorites that I would mostly listen to.
You have almost a deep voice like Lou Rawls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? So that's, it touches about all of it, but I happen to wind up to be more of a back alley blues singer than any of them, though, But they were my favorites.
How's your album doing? You have a new album out, I understand.
Oh yes, it's with on the Blacktop label, which is a Rounder, the distributor. I did two with them. The first one, My Love Is Here to Stay. That one was with Anson, and the new one that is featuring Anson and the Rockets entitled Sins. And it seemed to be doing pretty good. As a matter of fact, that's one of the biggest things that really keeping us on the road today.
Oh, that's great. So where are you touring? What cities are you going to?
Well, what happened, we have just finished the festival here in Sacramento. After leaving here, we have been touring for the last 2 weeks, up and down the West Coast. Then, after doing, as we have did, the festival here, we go to Las Vegas, and then from there we head back into Dallas, which that will be the end of the tour for a while. Then we go to Dallas, and we'll be there. That's the home base. We'll be there for about 2 weeks, which will be good to be home for that long.
Do you have family in Dallas?
No one but me. And, a lot of good friends and stuff, but I've been living out there now. Soon we'll be 3 years in Dallas. And we're not home that much, since the album is doing so good. We're doing a whole lot of touring and stuff, and we're never in Dallas that much to even know as much about the city, And it's just more or less every time when the bills are due, that's when we're back, to rehash and everything and pack a bag and head back out again.
Yeah. Good timing.
And
are you going to Europe? I hear you did go to Europe.
Yeah, we did go to Europe. As I was about to say, we went to Europe in July. We went over to Sweden and Norway. We were gone from the 4th of July until about the 9th.
How was the reception there?
Oh, it was great. But it wasn't the first time for me. I've toured there before.
Yeah.
But it was really good for the band, and I thought the views and the publicity and everything on the band was great, and I was really glad to see them, get the exposure.
Yeah.
Yes.
They back you up so perfectly. It's just amazing. Do you figure you're going to be with this group for a long time?
Well, I don't see any changes in the near distant future.
Thank you so much for being here, and I hope all your albums sell like hotcakes, and we appreciate it. We really do.
So we're going in the first of the year to do another one.
Oh, really?
Which is long overdue, but we should have gone back in the studio on several occasions. Our producer has, talked about, dates for us to go back in, but we were so busy on the road until this would be the only time that we would have to get back in.
Yeah.
And
are you writing new material for this?
Well, some of it we're really getting ready to start on the material for it next week.
Oh, that's great. So is it mostly going to be original material?
Mostly original. Most of it original material.
Are you I blanked out. I'm blanking out here. The band back there is so loud I can't think.
Yes, it is.
What do you see as far as blues is concerned? Do you think blues is on the upswing?
Well, I really do. And as far as other music is concerned, there always have been blues, and there will always be blues. But what blues, to my way of expressing it, is it just only took a vacation for other music to see what they could have happening. It's really is headed to its highest peak again, because you've got a lot of youngsters that's really supporting it now.
Yeah.
And it's coming back full force and more stronger now than ever.
Oh man, I hope that things work out really great for you, and I hope we see you on national TV one of these days. Really.
Hopefully, yes, indeed. That would be one of the greatest achievements that I would enjoy.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Don't you think the blues deserves it by now?
Deserves it, yes, indeed. Really do.
Well, do you have anything else you'd like to say about the festival or anything?
Well, nothing no more than real happy to be here and glad that the crowd has been responsive as it has, and hopefully sometime soon in the near future we can come back and do it again.
One more time, the name of the albums you got out now, is that Sins?
It's titled Sins.
Yeah. Anson Funderburg and the Rockets with Sammy Myers.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you really very much. I hope it was a good interview for you.
All right. It's all right.
I'm kind of new at it myself, you know.
Oh, you did good.
But
You know, I've been at it for a long time.